Yeah, my mother told me there'd be days like this.
Why am I not surprised?
Problem? So did my dad. It's the first day of the new year of us being back on air. And in the immortal words of one Tweety Bird, everything fall down, go boom.
Sounds about right.
You
know what, man?
When I say, let's.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I ain't got no time for this bull. Oh yeah! Oh, that felt good. Good morning and welcome to the first Manic Monday of 2026. As we continue inside season 12 of Snowman in the Morning, glad to have y'all here with us. Sorry I'm late. I had to get some things. And we're already off to a flying stop, as was described by a friend of mine. So I will do something very brief as Victor joins us, and I think I got Shane back here with us. I think.
Yeah, you want to talk about things crash and go boom. This is like a bad race at Talladega.
It was like any Cleveland Browns season I observed.
Yeah.
Well, in lieu of the whip around, I'm just going to bring in someone special who is now a permanent part of the crew every day.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
All right.
Great one and only Chris Dietz. Happy New Year, brother, and happy belated birthday, my friend.
Yo.
Thank you. It is the first day of being 107. So
107.
It's been a long year.
You are a young man, okay? You ain't gonna be older than my crazy ass. You will never be older than my crazy ass.
Well,
but I do share your.
There's a story behind that.
Right. Okay.
When my grandmother's birthday is the day before mine, so we always celebrated it together. So one year I called her, and she said, I don't want to be 97. I'm sad about being 96. She was sad about turning 96. So I said, Nana, you don't have to turn 96. We'll trade.
We'll trade.
I said, we'll trade. You be 30. You can turn 33 and I'll turn 96.
Okay.
Well, that March, she passed away, which means we never got to trade back. So by all movie logic that I know of,
So you took
since
her
we
age.
never got to trade back, we stay where we are. So
Right,
since then, I've been adding on to the 96. So that's what makes me to 107 today.
So
There you go.
43 is the magic number.
So 43 is the magic number.
So you are actually a year older than me then.
Yeah, because we celebrated his birthday on Christmas Day. Happy merry belated birthday to you.
I appreciate it. And I'm 42 now.
Y'all some youngins.
Now, here's the thing. I could sum up this past Sunday of football, except for one game, in 3 words. I don't care. I don't like. This was the week where I'm like, I could care less about any of these games.
You know, as strange as it sounds, I say the same thing, but I have different reasons. The fact that my beloved 49ers are actually in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that was not a good. That was not a good game.
You know what I do?
No,
you know
it wasn't.
I credit Seattle's defense. I credit Seattle's coaching staff.
And I'm gonna say this: I don't think we've credited Seattle's defense enough.
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't.
They were absolutely relentless. So congrats to the Seahawks on winning the West and getting the number 1 seed. Meanwhile, Deb gets to laugh at me for the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Deb gets to laugh at me for the next 10 days. Cool McCain gets to laugh at me for the next 10 days. A lot of YouTubers I know and I'm very friendly with get to laugh at me for the next 10 days. But you know something? I don't care. I'm going to say this here and now. I got Fly Eagles Fly on my computer. I'm going to play it for the next 10 days. But
there you go.
I will say for my team is very successful year because we had no business, not just sniffing the playoffs, but no business even attempting to sniff the number 1 seed.
Right.
So by all intents and purposes, I'm good. As I said, after we clinched the playoffs, after Detroit laid a big fat dodo egg against, of all teams, God help me, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm still scratching my head at that game.
Fine. What are you polishing off these? Is that sweet tea that you're drinking?
Yeah, it's just some tea that I made.
Homemade tea is the best, y'all.
There's only one game that I actually was looking at, and you'll never believe what game it was.
Did it involve Cleveland?
Yes, it did. The
Miles
Ballad,
Garrett
Ohio. Myles Garrett has finally rewritten history. Is now the single season sack leader. And you know what? Congratulations to
Myles Garrett.
And when he did it, the first person he high-fived wasn't even his own teammate. He high-fived the referee.
The referee, yep. The referee. Well, at least it wasn't a cheapie like Brett Favre.
No.
It was not a
gimme.
cheapie. Unlike every year since 1999 for the Cleveland Clowns has been a gimme.
And throughout the whole game, Joe Burrow was trying his you-know-what off to not get sacked.
To not get sacked. Because he knew Garrett was breathing down his neck.
Yep, he ran, he threw like really quick passes to make sure he did not get sacked. And then when he ended up getting sacked, I was like, on the last game of the season,
Burrow ran out of gas.
Well, that's the thing. I blame Cincinnati. Like, you know, Cleveland and Cincinnati, you're supposed to be rivals,
Yeah.
You had Cincinnati. You had nothing to play for. I would have just ran the ball the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
You could have too.
I
They
agree.
could have.
I would have just. I
Yeah,
would have never even dropped back to pass. Not even pass the entire game. Just run the entire game. Guess what? He can't sack the quarterback if you're running the football.
Yep. If you are handing the ball off, he can't sack you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
true. Goodness gracious.
But I thought that was hilarious.
Then
Like,
there's the curious
case.
Am I kidding? It's not such a curious case. Then there's the Atlanta Falcons.
You mean the mess that was the NFC South?
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on the Falcons right now. We're already behind. It's 19 after the hour, and I blame myself for that. Let me get this house cleaning out of the way. You can write your comments to us if you follow us on YouTube. You can put your comments in the chat. We'll read them live on the air. One of the most interactive sports shows online. Or if you have a comment you want to send to us personally, you can send it to snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com. That's snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com. I had a whole intro written out too, right here in my notebook. Yeah. Let me explain what happened. Yesterday, after the Texans-Colts game ended, Jody and I decided, you know what? F it. We're going to bed.
Yeah.
Why'd we do that?
I don't know.
Because we both are trying so hard to get our sleep patterns back in order. And we told ourselves 8 o'clock. If we make it to 8 o'clock, we can fall down.
Right.
We didn't make it to 8 o'clock.
Nope.
We made it to the second quarter of the San Diego Chargers Denver Broncos game.
You made it to 7:59 and 59 seconds.
We didn't even make it to 7:59. We made it to 4:59 and 59 seconds. And we were dead.
Yep.
Yep. Which says, one, we're still working on getting our sleep habits back in order. Believe that. But two, this is how far upside down the season was. And I'm not singing this morning.
I mean, you think about it. Not only has the pro season been upside down, but look at the college season.
Yeah,
college season is even more upside down than the Atlanta Falcons organization right
Case
now.
in point, Indiana versus Bama.
You know how much fun
I mean, Indiana's got an easy road to the championship since Ohio State got knocked out.
Listen,
they don't have an easy road at all. they gotta play Oregon coming up.
Yeah,
and
Oregon's gonna be tough out.
Then they get the
I know what people are, and they are making people. Indiana is making people look foolish.
Yep.
Because everybody's talking just like Doug. Oh, they beat Oregon. If you remember how that game played out, a tipped pass that Dante Moore throws, a tipped pass that gets intercepted, and then Indiana goes down and scores the go-ahead touchdown.
Yeah.
And then on the next play, Oregon turns the ball over again.
Yep.
Deep in their own territory, and that was the end of the ball. That was a game. That was a back and forth game up until the last 4 minutes of the game.
And remember, Oregon came back from 13 down,
right,
to tie the game at 20,
right,
and then Indiana said, "Okay, we're done with you."
So I mean, if you think they've got an easy road, they got to play the hardest team left, the toughest team left. They got to go through. Yep. Meanwhile, on the other side, you got Ole Miss and Miami.
Oh God!
Which, I mean, how do you figure that one out?
Deets, I'm going to invite you right now. If you want to join me for the call Thursday and Friday, let me know.
Thursday I'm game. Friday, if I'm back from work in time, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at these early lines for these games since we're talking about it. Miami's actually favored by 3.5.
I'm not surprised.
And
After the foot they put in Ohio State's rear end, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all.
And I'll give you the crazy thing. Indiana's only favored by 4 over Oregon.
Well, after what happened in Eugene, Oregon, that spread shrunk because Oregon was actually favored in the game in Eugene. They were favored by a full touchdown. They were favored by a full touchdown. And Deeds, thank you for reminding me. We drink.
We drink.
Gotta stay hydrated during this whole thing.
You have to, and it's one of the things during the break that my wife harped at me about, because at the stretch before we went on our holiday break, she saw I was only having one of these at my desk instead of 2. Yeah, she jumped on me about that, and rightfully so.
Yep.
So now I got one here, and I got one here. I got my Joy Juice in front of me, so pretty much loaded. And then also,
it ain't that brown liquor, is it?
No, it's not the brown liquor.
No, I will never, and I have never touched that brown liquor.
What's amazing about college football right now is Miami. What they did the other night, and then to have Georgia lose. And look who Miami's quarterback is, Carson Beck. Who transferred from Georgia to Miami, and now he goes further than Georgia did. That is the most amazing story left in college football, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. At least we're not getting a repeat champion, and that's all we can say.
So I love what Miami did to Ohio State. That pick six sealed that pick six was ball game.
Right.
Early in the second quarter.
I mean, you think about it. Miami's defense played loose that game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well,
that's how they're going to have to be.
They followed the Mike Tyson script. Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Hit in the mouth.
And then Ohio State has been socked in the mouth twice.
Heavily.
Let me use Pizzle's words, and Happy New Year, Pizzle, and everybody in the chat, including Tiger Stripes Media. Napoleon Johnamite is here with us. Let me use A Pizzle's words, and I'm gonna have to get him to do this on camera so we can put it in the truck here. Ohio State punched everybody else, and then they got socked in the mouth 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Once by Indiana and once by Miami. Yep. And it's the same battle plan. 2 parts to it. Number 1, you run the hell out of the football. You establish your running game early because Ohio State's run defense is as soft as Swiss cheese. And the second thing, you do what the Seahawks did to Purdy. Come after him. You
blitz.
Come after Indians.
Plain and simple.
It wasn't even a blitz. Indiana barely blitzed in the game in Indianapolis.
Right.
No, because when you have the number 1 draft, when you have the guy who's going to go number 1 in the NFL draft lining up the defensive end, Miami's able to say, "Hey, just go." Rear your head back, just go after and just dominate everybody. And
that's what Mario.
It's a constant green light. Just hammer down.
And Bain showed he's the best player in college football, and there's no question about it. If you're not taking a quarterback, he's going to be the first player taken.
And I love how Bain plays.
I don't know if it's going to be the number 1 draft pick because number 1 draft pick usually they go quarterback. I would say probably around the 4th
So while we're talking football,
okay.
A quick switch to the NFL. We'll get back to the college side after the break. Quick switch to the NFL. The Raiders get the number 1 pick. And Napoleon, you are not going to like my next sentence, but I dare you to find the lie.
They're going quarterback.
Oh, of course they are. But my next sentence was they're going to screw it up.
I was about to say the same thing.
Look, I may do a Patreon Snowman's Take later on why I feel the Raiders should still be in Los Angeles than Las Vegas.
They should still be in Oakland.
They should be in Oakland.
They should be in Oakland, but the city of Oakland is too cheap. I've come to that.
Well, I think they lost their baseball team.
They lost the Athletics, they've lost the Warriors, and they've lost the Raiders. They've lost everybody. Hell, they lost the California Golden. If you remember hockey back in the Bay Area, they lost the California Golden Seals, for God's sakes, who also played at the Coliseum for a while before they played at the Cow Palace. But that's neither here nor there. Napoleon.
They're doing what everybody is doing, and that's getting the hell out of California. I mean, that's just life. Everyone is getting out of California because everybody sees where it's going.
Yep. I have a few friends who are 49er fans, and they're telling me, look, some of the 49ers get the hell out of, but I'm getting the hell out of California.
Yeah.
Ryan McCoffey is with us in the chat. Ryan, we got to hammer out a time where we can tape Coffee with McCarthy and get it going weekly again, because that's one of our biggest parts of the show. So we'll work that out. And Pizzle, you got to let me know when you're available this week so we can get you in also and get you scheduled. The Raiders are going to mess it up. They're going to mess it up. Now,
the Raiders are going to mess things up, and they've been messing things up since Madden left as head coach.
That would be 1982 when he went to the booth. No, I take that back. Tom Flores was the coach in 1981 when they won that Super Bowl. So 1979, who's here? Oh, dear.
What?
There is someone that is awaiting for us.
Okay.
I think I know who, and I believe I should do this properly.
No, I'm doing this properly.
Oh, boy.
Like this.
Oh.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic blocked. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Oh, boy.
A break because of that line right there from Chris Bass. Here's the playmaker.
Boy.
Good morning, my friend, and Happy New Year to you. How are you?
And
I
think he got muted.
There you go. There you go.
Y'all been gone for 2 weeks. What's going on?
We're back because it's the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I do mean almost completely drunk doing a couple of play-by-play calls, thanks to my bride. One came, which one was it? It was Alabama and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
The first one of the playoff I did, where and you remember, Shane, she walked in and handed me a glass of Kahlua on ice.
Yep.
That's not the only time. The second time was Miami and Ohio State. She brought me a glass of wine for that.
I really can't say much. I may have indulged in a few Blue Hawaiian monsters with vodka in them this weekend, so I can't say much.
A few, my ass.
A few hundred.
I mean, a few is a few.
Listen, and dog, you know I got to tease you. I tease you every year about this. He had about as many Blue Hawaiians as there are seats in Gillette Stadium. including
What?
SITM.
What?
Good.
What's on your mind, Playmaker?
Yeah.
I mean, darn, y'all going to. I'm like, I should have an opportunity to come on the show. No, look, ain't no show. Darn, what's going on?
No, every year, because we haven't had a chance to explain this to you. Every year for Christmas and New Year's, we take that time off.
I got a question for Playmaker.
Uh-oh.
What was so were there any blowouts that happened on Christmas or New Year? Or did we finally break the curse?
There was one. The curse is not broken. There was one, and it occurred in the Rose Bowl. And
No, I'm talking about basketball.
Oh,
it was still one. It was still one.
There was still one.
It was still one. And it couldn't happen to a better team.
Oh Lord.
Which team?
Talk
The
to me.
Dallas is the Mavericks?
No, it wasn't the Mavericks.
Okay.
The Mavericks when actually Cooper Flag and the Mavericks, they played pretty good against the Warriors on Christmas.
Was
They
it the
did.
Lakers?
They did.
They played pretty good against the Warriors on Christmas. No. I mean, you tell me you don't know who got blown out on Christmas?
I was playing with my grandson.
Honestly, we all watched the NFL. We all watched the NFL game.
I didn't watch it.
In the NBA.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
So you suffered watching those crappy behind games on Christmas.
I watched.
You know what I did? I went to my in-law. Me and Jody went to our in-laws. I had my kids around me, and I had my grandkids around me. Not to mention my nieces, and my crazy butt was playing volleyball with my nieces, the oldest of which is 15, I beg your pardon. Hello, Macy, in the backyard, testing my legs. We didn't watch it. We didn't watch
Victor decided to
hold on.
So Victor decided to subject himself to three crappy NFL games.
Two.
Snowman
actually 1.5. 1.5.
Snowman spent time with the family, which I don't mind because it is Christmas and it wasn't last night. So hey, I'm pretty sure Deets and Dog probably didn't care anything about sports during Christmas.
Let me explain. I went to my mom's house because I do that every year. So when we went, my grandfather, my uncles, and my aunt, we all went.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched the second half of the Lions-Vikings game.
Wait. Half? Say it right, Victor.
Half.
Half.
And Playmaker, exactly what I'm talking about. Say half.
I'm not getting into that.
But and then we watched the Denver-Kansas City game, which honestly was a good game.
We were asleep.
Honestly, it was a good game.
We were not.
Yeah,
told.
we didn't watch any of the. I got home and I got a chance to watch the tail end of Denver and.
Let me say this: the NBA won Christmas in 2025.
Okay,
not for me.
They won Christmas.
That's
you had four of the 5 games were just awesome to watch.
I mean, someone said that the Christmas day is the NBA day, so.
Christmas has always been NBA. Christmas has always belonged to the NBA for me.
Yeah, but you know who said that though.
I don't need to have that repeated.
The one who said it.
My Celtics didn't play.
Here it is. Snowman. Here it is. The one who said it was the one. It was the one who got his ass whipped on Christmas.
That's what I was. I said that. I said that 3 times already.
And it was
the one who said it. LeBron James. Houston Rockets beat the brakes off them on Christmas.
It was
when I saw the result of that game, I was so happy.
I got a chance
because LeBron got
spiked
on Christmas Day.
When I watched the end,
he got taken out back of the woodshed and belted.
I got to in the house and I turned on Channel 7 and it was Denver versus Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
The best game of the entire Christmas.
Yes.
Agreed.
And man, look, it's 3.1 seconds. Inbound to Ant-Man, stepped back and just threw a butterfly floater that was so crisp.
It broke glass.
I was like,
and to be honest, You wouldn't even think that would be the best game because Cavs and Knicks started off fantastic.
Yes.
Come back.
Cavs and Knicks were good. Cavs and Knicks were good.
Spurs continue to beat the Thunder. It's like, oh, so we actually have a team in the West that can challenge the Thunder. Okay, we got something going on here.
And it's the San Antonio Spurs.
The Spurs, I believe, are back.
I think the Spurs are undefeated against the Thunder this year.
3-0. They got 2 more meetings.
Yep.
The Spurs are back
with a vengeance, which means my buddy Bill Schoenig is jumping up and down celebrating.
And then it was good to see the chef on Christmas. And hey, like I said earlier, Cooper Flag and the Mavericks, they came to play some ball.
They did.
They came to play some ball.
Hey,
and then
just remember, Cooper Flag came from my neck of the hood. He knows how to ball.
And then you had what happened with Denver and Minnesota. That was a fabulous finish.
That's a classic. That means a classic.
You get to the most
the Nuggets and Timberwolves. That was the nightcap.
Nuggets and
Timberwolves. Yep, that was nightcap.
The ass whooping was the prime time.
The ass whooping was the Rockets and the Lakers.
That was your prime time game.
And I watched the highlights of that game. And it was the most
highlights.
It's one of the most glorious set of lowlights featuring the Lakers that I've watched in a long time.
There was one word to describe how the Lakers played on Christmas.
Just a moment. Hey,
I knew that was coming.
I have a lot to say about Aaron Glenn, says Ryan McCoffey. By the way, I'll be live tonight at 7:30. We're going to get to Aaron Glenn in just a little bit. By the way,
may I have first bite? Because I only have one problem.
You want first?
I only have one problem.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Victor, repeat your statement for me, please.
There was one word to describe how the Lakers played on Christmas night on my birthday.
And here it is.
Trays.
Please.
Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. It is you now, forever and ever. Amen.
I can't wait for Cole's full court slam again. I can't wait for him to just go in again.
And the smile on Playmaker's lips right there. It's
man, last week I was acting a fool last week.
Yeah, you were. I'm waiting for you to act a fool again. I'm waiting for you to act a fool again.
Oh man, I put a Cole Johnson on him. That joke was funny.
You know what I love? You know what I love about Playmaker? When Scorpion decides to appear, however brief or however long.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Playmaker will deliver a line. He'll have a stoic face for a couple of seconds, and then he'll turn to his right, and you'll see that grin just appear.
I don't want that.
Big dog, you've been missing out on some great episodes.
Because someone's gonna get hurt.
I've been catching a little bit here and there.
That was funny.
Lazarus Bell, good morning to you.
He brought up the Houston Comets, right? And I say, and I went full.
We don't need to see that.
We don't need to see it.
Yes, I saw that. I watched that episode. That was so doggone funny.
I haven't stopped laughing.
No, happy birthday to LeBron.
When are you back on, Playmaker?
Retire now.
Today's Monday. What you mean?
Monday.
We're after the holidays. So I just need to confirm that.
Today's Monday.
I'm prepping for a national championship, and I need your show in my ears to help with the process. Because whenever I listen to Playmaker, when I'm prepping for a game. One, I don't get all my prep done because I'm busy laughing at this crazy fool. Second, Cole Johnson shows up and shows out. Anybody remember the evisceration of one James Franklin?
Oh my God,
that's still timeless.
Speaking of bearing down and gridiron, you need to go back and watch last week.
I will. I'll put it in my ear this afternoon.
Gosh. Happy birthday to my brother from Norway, Mr. Sick.
I talked about how bad. I talked I thought how bad the ACC was doing in Boston. I was like, I'll blame one person for this.
I gotta say, Happy New Year to Sig Diggy, who's back in the chat.
Sig Diggy, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you, Tiger Stripes Media, and first time chatter Alex Miller is with us this morning.
By I just way, wanted to. I'm gonna say this. I put it on my social media, and I say it right here.
Right.
Live in front of Snowman. So that everybody knows that what I say is true.
Okay.
Indiana's that team.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Indiana's that team.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
After what I saw, and for those of you who don't know, I am happily married to a Hoosier graduate 2 times. She got her undergrad and her master's from Indiana University. New Year's, I gotta tell the story before we go on. New Year's Day, wake up, getting ready to get going, and my wife put her arms around me and says, "Does IU play today?" Yes, 4:00. And she looked at me like an expected child on Christmas. And there's a puppy I hear in the back.
I hear that.
That would be Princess. The owners had to go deal with the medical thing, so I'm keeping an eye on all 3 dogs. And I got the puppy right in front of me, passed out cold, dreaming.
That sounds like Lucy.
Yep.
Well, my wife woke up, put her arms around me. She says, "You doing the game, right?" "Yes, I am." She says, "Okay." 2-foot grin on her face. And I looked at the spread and I saw Indiana was favored by 7.5, which kind of surprised me, but didn't. So I get in here, I get set up, and she says, "How bad will Indiana beat Alabama?" My next sentence froze her. I said, "Indiana gonna put a foot in their ass." She turned and looked at me and she says, "You're saying this against Alabama?" "Yes, I am." And then I uttered the sentence, "I hope they win by at least 2 scores.
And they'd raised your 2 and they made it 5.
They made it 5. Yes,
more
indeed.
than that. It was more than that.
It was a scoreless first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I go check in on my wife.
I came in like around what, halftime?
Yeah, you came in at halftime, and Jody was working on some stuff for her business as I was doing the game. And she says, "What's the score?" I said, "End of first quarter, no score." She says, "All right." She's got that big old grin on her face, that devastating smile of hers, dadgummit. And then before I could blink, it was 17-0. She came in here, she saw the score while I was on a break.
Still ain't over though. Still ain't over.
She turned into big dog by saying, "Damn!"
Still ain't over though. Alabama's been in this position before. Not that long ago.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
And then the opening of the second half happened.
When Indiana marched right down the field and punched them in the mouth and kicked them in the ass. 24.
And then that's when you heard a bigger. That's when you end up hearing a bigger. Damn!
Mm-hmm. When Jody heard that score, she came in while I was on a break, gave me a hug and a kiss. She says, "I can go to bed now. We're moving on." And she went and crashed.
I was like, "Well, damn." All right.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Well,
I'm a echo what Ryan Clark said.
Yes.
For the longest time, the SEC has been on top.
Mm-hmm.
He had a reason to be on top.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because nobody can challenge us.
Right.
Now we must sit our asses.
Now y'all got your challenge.
What'd you say?
Y'all got your challenges now.
Now we must sit our asses down. Oh, go back then watch Ryan Clark talk about the SEC on First Take. I was like, you know what? I can't even argue.
I love that line.
You know what? This is what gets me. So I'm doing the segment, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For full disclosure, I think Snowman know who I blame for the whole SEC disaster. I'm pretty sure Snowman know who I blame for it.
I do.
I watched Miami go to College Station and just stonewall Texas A&M.
3 points. 3.
Just stonewalls the A&M Aggies. Really?
3 points.
I watched that game.
All right.
I'm sorry for you.
All right. Okay.
Cameron Johnson joining us from Columbia, Missouri, or Kansas City, Missouri.
Speaking of Stonewall,
yes.
How does the Virginia Cavaliers stonewall the Missouri Tigers? That's what I don't understand. Like, we have watched Missouri put up points against everybody, even though they lost games, but they was in pretty much shootouts. It's no make experiment.
Yes.
And you bring y'all asses down to Duval County. You only score 7 points.
Duval!
7.
7 points. 7 points.
7.
Oof, and double oof.
What is? And
I am not.
About the
I'm not even
going
to try. I'm not even going to try to say Duval because I'm not going to turn into Jacksonville's coach and have Playmaker yell at me.
And then we trickling down, you get to see Tennessee and Illinois. Pretty good, very good game. Very good game. Illinois had the ball last, and they walked it off.
They walked it off.
And I can take that one. Illinois.
That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Yep. That made me happy.
So it's as I'm saying, like
underrated quarterback Luke Altmaier. I'm just saying.
And then Big Dog, this is where I was like, yeah, this is not going well for the SEC because Coach Johnson, he know how Coach Johnson, he tried to go ahead. I'm like,
yes.
No, they in there. You just wait. They're in there. I'm setting it up. I watched the Iowa Hawkeyes put up 34 points against the Vanderbilt Commodores. When does Iowa score 30 in any game?
Not hardly.
They don't.
But they put up 34 against Vanderbilt.
34 points. Come here. Wait. Hold that thought. Come here. Go for it.
He ain't gonna pop you. It's not your fault, but you said here you wanted to cry and moan about not winning the Heisman, which you want to go win anyway. I mean,
right.
It's like this was the year of a clear-cut winner, and man, it is what it is. Now you did your part. You count for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, but Vanderbilt. There's one thing I know about the SEC, and I think y'all forgot it in Nashville. And where were the defense?
Took the words out of
non-existent, just like in the All-Star game of any basketball game.
Iowa is not known for offense, so how can they put up 34 on you?
Play down to their team's level, you will get smacked up. When you play down to another team, when you play down to what you think another team's level is, you get smacked up.
This one I knew. I said, yeah, I can't say nothing good about the SEC whatsoever.
Nope.
What did you say? What did you say?
Iowa smacked 34 on Vanderbilt.
Well, you're pointing out the difference in college football. The difference between Missouri and Iowa. The difference is Iowa wanted to be there. Missouri didn't.
Missouri did not.
Vanderbilt didn't want to be in the bowl game that they were going to. And when you play against a team that wants to be there, they're going to stomp you. It's just that it's that simple. Teams that wanted to be in the bowl games got there. Look at Duke. Look at what Duke did to Arizona State. Look at what all of this comes down to. If the teams that wanted to be there and that made it their point to win the bowl game, win their last game of the year, and go out a winner, they won. Teams that didn't want to be there, they got rolled.
They got rolled.
Thank you to Coach Johnson Longhorns. They stomped them all in Michigan.
Thank you, Lord. Auburn War Eagle is here with us. I mentioned Cameron Johnston is here with us. Welcome to you all. And then Mr. McCoffey, just for you, Playmaker, said this.
Duval.
Duval.
See, when you say, you gotta say with some soul.
That ain't what that ain't what the Jaguars coach did. But
oh, trust me, we know. Oh, trust me, we know. That thing ran rapid with Pat McAfee.
I ain't drunk enough for this shit.
That thing ran so rapid with Pat McAfee and them. And...
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes and double yikes.
Now, I got a question for Deeks.
Sure.
So, we have second year 12-team playoff, correct?
This is the second year. Correct.
What is going on? Because teams with byes are 1-7.
We were just talking about that.
And that one belongs to
Indiana,
our beloved Indiana Hoosiers.
There's a thing about games carry over. When you have a layoff, you see it. Teams come out rusty. They just do. And then you have things like Georgia being Georgia went full Georgia in the second half. So, you have that problem. This is Georgia being Georgia.
You did something. I'll never forget this, Deets. You did a full segment on Fifth Down Sports about Georgia being Georgia, and for about 4 months, no matter what season it was, be it football, basketball, or baseball. And in that case, hockey, because the Thrashers were still alive. Mm-hmm. He made a comparison list, and he would always say, "Is it this one, or is it going to be Georgia being Georgia?" No matter what the game was, and he made me laugh every time. And the place where I worked in Terre Haute had a Georgia fan, and I think Deets heard him one night while I was on duty. Big time Georgia fan. The Braves, the Bulldogs, the Falcons. I turned the speaker on, and he heard Deets say, "Or will it be a case of Georgia being Georgia no matter what the game is?" Fellow behind me says, "Hey, don't mess with my dogs." And I'm laughing my head off. I hear Deets cracking up, and the show goes like off the rails. the guy and I wound up every week listening to Deets' show, and he was waiting for that segment the entire time. He was waiting for that just to mess with him.
I'm just like, wow, them 3 weeks are hurting.
Oh yeah.
Them 3 weeks are hurting.
But yeah, the bye week, and I think that's why they're gonna experiment with trying to get rid of the bye week. They're gonna try to go to 16 teams.
Let me echo a statement that Playmaker said, and it is in a current promo of his. Mm-hmm. And I gotta do this properly, and I think Pumpkin's behind me. Hold on, Pumpkin. When Playmaker said, quote, "The CFP rankings, do away with it.
Do away with it."
Close quote.
Do away with it.
Oh, I can't wait to next year. Oh, that's gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
If you ain't a top 12, y'all automatically in. It's gonna be fun.
Well, that's something that I was kind of saving for later. I mean, Notre Dame making fools of themselves again. No, they stepped in it real bad.
Again?
If you look at their schedule, next year and who they've taken off their schedule, but not only have they made themselves look, and I'm going to use this word because I don't care, they've made themselves look retarded. But not only that, they have They have national commentators coming out, and I get it. I get it, college football fan. I get it. You want Notre Dame to act like your team and do what your team has to do to win. Right. But what you don't understand is the NCAA has carved out a stipulation for Notre Dame to get in. So why would Notre Dame when Notre Dame can make their own schedule? Why would they schedule challenging games when they can schedule cupcakes, beat them, get in the top 12, and get in no matter what? Because they just carved out a guarantee that they are going to get in.
And they carved out a guarantee.
So there's no reason. If you're Notre Dame, there's no reason to play USC other than your rival is USC.
They ain't playing them anymore.
But you can't whine about. You can't be Notre Dame and whine. Our schedule's not hard enough, and then go out and play and take USC off your schedule for reasons.
That's more USC.
Wait a minute. Notre Dame's bitching about their schedule. Notre Dame, you bitch about their schedule. You made the damn thing. Shut up.
No, they're bitching about they didn't make the playoff. You didn't make the playoff because your schedule was garbage.
Well, also,
and now you just made your schedule. Now you just made your schedule even worse by taking USC off your schedule.
You took 2 massive L's this season.
One to Miami. That was monstrous.
And that's the one that got you bounced. That's the L in Miami.
They took 4 massive L's. 4. Off season, a guaranteed way for them to get in, and they changed their schedule around to make it competitive instead of using the locked in guarantee. Second,
I'm looking at their schedule right now.
They quit their bowl game, and then the other 2 L's they took were in season when they lost to Miami and Texas A&M to open the season.
I'm really looking at this schedule right now.
By the way, Notre Dame,
give me the schedule next year is trash.
Just a moment. Give me this camera. Oh, by the way, Notre Dame, lost to Texas A&M after blowing a 13-point lead at home.
That matters. I don't understand what they're mad about. That's like tossing a Monopoly game board after you bought like 3 different things and then you lose all your money.
You know what, Cameron? This statement right here.
Yes, it does. It does.
And I agree.
Yes, it definitely does. Oh, that would be a topic of discussion on Bearing Down the Gridiron this week.
But they're mad that their schedule wasn't good enough to get them in. So what do? They have an even worse schedule next year, and they think that's going to help. That's not going to help. It doesn't matter if you beat teams by 30, 40 points if you're playing nobodies.
Well, I think what happens is that Notre Dame is still looking from like an NFL perspective, which is like, it doesn't matter as long as the record shows that we won all our games.
But that's the problem. And everybody that's getting up. Oh no, this is a Notre Dame problem. This is not a Notre Dame problem. This is the NCAA. When they carved out a stipulation that said if Notre Dame's in the top 12, they're in the playoff. That is a green light to Notre. If you're Notre Dame, if you think about it from a Notre Dame perspective, if you're Notre Dame, you're going. Let's just put 12 teams on the schedule, go 12-0, and we'll get in the playoff. And who cares about getting a bye? We don't need a bye.
But as you said,
hold on. Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State, Purdue, at North Carolina, Navy in Foxborough, Massachusetts, Miami at home, Catholics versus Convicts, 1988, Boston College, SMU, Syracuse, they're at the Carrier Dome, Stanford comes to Notre Dame, and then they go to BYU.
You play Syracuse and you have to be in a bowl game?
Remember, you know how many points they hung on Syracuse this past season?
70.
Here's the problem. Is as you said before, Deets, it's not about the record. It's about who did you beat? How did you beat them?
I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize to the radio partners now for my next question. I'm going to apologize right now. But what type of bullshit schedule is this?
This is what you get. This is what you get when you allow Notre Dame to make their own schedule, and that's I've been saying this. I've been saying this about everybody. If you're in one of these conferences, if you're Alabama, if you're Texas, why the hell are you in a conference?
Right.
Go independent. I mean, you can make your own schedule, and you can get to the playoff every single year.
Well, here's the problem. With
I mean,
go ahead,
Shane. Go ahead, Shane.
I don't get outside of Miami. Who cares about this schedule?
Well, here's
Notre Dame does apparently because they made it.
This is why I said the shine is off the apple of Notre Dame, because you basically are now what you're doing is playing against Pee-wee teams when you're an all-pro team.
It's you know how
you don't
long
get respect for that. You don't get respect for that.
You know how long the shine for me. This is for me, one fan only. One college football fan only, when college football was real. You know how long for me the shine has been off of Notre Dame? The year was 1989, the year they defended their national championship. Because
it's the year that they went undefeated and Alabama smacked the hell out of them.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
2000. That's 2012.
Because it shows
I think it was
that you can go undefeated when you're playing against cake teams, but when you come against an actual contender, you get smacked in the face.
You get kicked in the crotch.
Case in point, you turn into the Carolina Panthers.
I mean,
hey, hold on, wait a minute.
You turn into. I'll correct this sentence. You turn into the Cleveland Browns.
No, because no one thinks the Cleveland Browns can even take on teams that are cake.
Man, they beat the Packers and the Panthers this year. Jeez.
They beat the Packers, which shows how bad the Packers have been this past year.
I mean, seriously, I'm looking at this schedule, trying to break this down. There's only 3 possible top 25 teams on this schedule.
Yeah, 3.
Bad were Packers. It's just like they're just not as elite as people.
Hold on, I don't even see. Yeah, 3. Miami, SMU, and BYU.
Yep, Miami, SMU.
Those were my 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
those are mine too. Mine too.
But there's no A&M. There's no Georgia.
There's no A&M. There's
no Bama. There's no
Bama.
Indiana. There's not even Illinois.
Notre Dame is, honey, forgive me, and I'm looking at this line above me, and I'll try to edit it as best I can for our radio partners here, which includes WQBZ. They are too chickens to play Indiana, and they're too chickens to play Northwestern. Why, you ask? Because
not wrong.
3 of the last 4 times that Notre Dame has played Northwestern beat them.
So how do you prove yourself to be a playoff-bound team when teams like that, when teams that can actually give you a fight are not there? This is where I was asking before, like, how do certain teams, so you say like, oh, who did you beat? I'm like, well, they only can beat who's on the schedule. So how does that play into when they're selected, when they're not selected?
I mean, let's be real about this. Let's be real.
When they finish 11-1, everybody's gonna go, "Oh my God, they won 11 games." We've seen this a million times,
especially with Notre Dame last year.
We've seen it a million times. Yeah. Oh, they won 11. Yeah. That's great.
They can win.
Who cares?
Let me read this comment, then we'll go to a break.
They can win all 12 of these games. They could win all 12 of these games, and then Georgia could come and just completely curb stomp them. And they're not prepared for it.
Someone from a competitive conference will curb stomp them. Let me read this comment, and then we'll go to a break, and we'll have more with the playmaker after the break. The NCAA doesn't know what to do with itself, tries to quote-unquote fix things and makes it worse. I like the playoff idea, but we all know it's about money. Absolutely correct. Why have these other bowl games? And Deets, you talked about it. And in fact, Deets, I'm going to come to you with this very subject after we get back from the break. And I know Deets had something he wanted to talk about even more, but considering the fact we're running behind, Deets, I will tell you, we'll save that subject for tomorrow, and we'll
save it. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, we'll save that.
If we don't get need another Cole Johnson going off on bowl games, right?
Well, you're about to get it, because we all are getting a piece of this. There was another subject Deets had in mind. We're gonna save it for late. We're gonna save it for later in the week. So hang tight with us. It's corporate BS, and that's where Deets will take it from there. When we get back, we've reached halftime of this Manic Monday late running edition of Snowman in the Morning, where my coffee is decaf, the creamer is loaded, and so are we. Second half of Snowman in the Morning comes your way. Is that Henry Ellert?
No, that's for that's for you, Playmaker.
How you bring over? Did you guys see that 80?
You know,
Sir Isaac.
That's Isaac Bruce. I recognize 80 with the Rams because the first number 80 I saw with the Rams was indeed Henry Ellert. That's why I asked. Let's go to a break. When we come back, Deets, Playmaker, and the rest of us are gonna rip apart college football. Then Jay Spivey will join us to rip it up even further. Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. No, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
And every time I saw the word king appear in a song, in the back of my head, I heard Cole, no, sorry, not Cole, Ray say, Kang.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hi, I'm LeBron James, and I got my ass kicked on Christmas night. Anyway.
That wasn't going to work.
That wasn't
going to work. That was not going to work. And why I'm only on the I'm gonna say, what the heck's going on? Snowman D's and there's D's. So where is Snowman and Big Dog? What the heck?
Probably something happened technical wise.
Well then, for those in the NFC, I make a public apology to you guys for the reason why the Seattle Seahawks are the number 1 seed, and everything got to go through that.
Oh no! All right,
it is our fault. It is our fault why the Seahawks are the number 1 seed.
It's our fault.
It's our fault. It's our fault. I'll take blame. Well, Snowman, you got to take blame too because y'all had your opportunity.
I know we laid an egg on Saturday night, but given
it's our fault that the Seattle Seahawks.
But it's our fault.
I said this at the top of the show, Playmaker. I said this at the top of the show. Given the injury list, the laundry list of injuries,
but
how did Jody put it? The walking infirmary that is my beloved San Francisco 49ers to go 12-5 and have a spot in the playoffs. Everything that happens is gravy. So I'm good. I truly am.
So, if you have to go to Seattle and you get destroyed, it is our fault. It is our fault.
But see,
except for San Francisco because they had the young shot.
Yeah, I'll say. But let me say this: what if we go to Seattle and we beat them?
I said only 2 teams. 2 of us are the only ones that
was not here. Playmaker, I was not here.
So I made an apology to the people of the NFC because we are the reasons why Seattle got the number 1 seed, and which they shouldn't even got that.
Agreed. Dev Wickes will be here later this week.
And how I run it on both conferences, you got to go through the West to get to Santa Clara, which is on
go to Denver and go through Denver and go through Seattle to get there.
That should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, y'all brought up Cleveland earlier. Victor.
Here, Kevin.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Kevin Stefanski got canned.
You didn't say it right.
I wasn't going to say it right.
That's late.
I'll say it right then, and I'll incorporate one of our favorite sayings if I can find it here in the. See, where's Shane at? Hold on. Where's Shane at? Shane's right there, and Shane's been
wrestling fans.
And Shane's been screwing around.
You're fired.
You know, I ain't done crap. What are you talking about?
You've been in my truck again. You didn't do it right, Victor.
No, I haven't. I've been locked out of the truck for over a month. The hell you talking about, Bubba?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because the correct way is this. Dear Kevin Stefanski.
You're fired. That's how you do it. That's not how I do it. I did it correctly.
I don't have the other one. That's the problem.
Raheem Morris.
You're fired.
I'll find it.
For the second time in Atlanta.
For the second time.
There's someone waiting for us. And if she's ready, she can come on up here now.
Okay. There's a hand raised.
Will you quit waving and wake up?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, me?
You don't want you mean me. You don't do that to me.
No, it's become 1,000,000% cuter because it's the cute queen of all cute queens.
Absolutely.
Get it right. Get it right, Victor. Get it right.
Sidebar.
Empress.
She's the cute queen, folks.
Unfortunately for Shane and Koo McCain, they came up short on their fantasy championship.
Oh.
Damn, okay.
Ouch. Sorry.
Hey, I made it to the playoffs and finished third. I'll take that.
I don't play fantasy, so I don't care. I started off by saying this
Snowman
football, I don't care.
Look.
Hey, Snowman, the commish took his throne.
These are the people I hang out with, ladies and gentlemen. And that man up there is the man who adopted me. Yes, I can point now.
Time.
I took my throne, god darn it.
You know what, Playmaker? I can do this here on YouTube and I can get away with it. Some man said so, but
Oh Lord.
BGS, will you tell these people what I've been thinking for the last 20 minutes very jokingly, please?
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Right.
By the way,
is Ryan McCarthy still in the chat?
I think he is.
By the
God,
way,
I
I won 3 leagues this year.
Hey Ryan, take a big.
I won 3 leagues this year.
I have a thing for hey Ryan, take a big swig of your coffee and then take a look at this. That's your head coach.
Aaron.
Snowman, give me the camera, please. Give me the
camera.
Give me the camera.
Wait. Playmaker's call. Playmaker call for it.
Yes. Give it to him. Give it to him now.
There it is.
This is on behalf of Ryan McCarthy. New York Jets.
Who I bet Miss Zach Wilson right about now.
I know we have all types of monikers we can call you, but the main one is just in the season, which y'all did and run this league this weekend. But in 17 games,
no,
y'all faced a lot of quarterbacks.
Yep. Good, bad, and ugly.
You came up with
no
0 interceptions.
N-U-N-N. None.
Z and roll.
I didn't know that was possible. Well, thanks to the New York Jets,
possible.
I figured now it's possible. And you can go a whole season as a defense and not get one goddamn interception.
Not one pick.
Playmaker, quit. You almost made me spit out my water. Quit. Damn it.
You take the camera back.
It's for me with Playmaker, it's the looks on his face. He delivers a line, and then there's that smile that comes across his face when he tries to turn one way or the other.
I did not know it was possible that you can go a whole season and not get one interception. Just one.
Even the Niners lucked up into a couple of interceptions this year.
Can you name some quarterbacks they went against? Just off the top of your head.
Drake May.
Josh Allen twice went against Drake May. Oh, Drake May made them look like a Madden created team.
Right.
Listen, the Jets had their best chance for an interception yesterday, and Victor's going to remember this name and cringe when they faced Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitch, I am a bitch Trubisky.
Where's Pizzle when we need him? They face Tua
turned
the ball over 2 times. They faced him twice and didn't get a pick.
Didn't pick him off. And what makes that
Tua turned the ball over.
And what makes that so bad? The Jets Miami picked off the Jets in each game.
Here's the other thing: is that sometimes it's not even just the quarterback that you could get a pick off of. Sometimes the receiver will bounce the ball in the air. You couldn't get a ricochet pick at all.
We got Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen the first meeting, Baker Mayfield, Tua turning the ball over the first meeting, Dak Prescott, Bo Nix over in London, Bryce Young. Back then, when they was playing the Bengals, it was Jake Browning.
Yes.
Drake May the first go around.
Hey.
Actually, that's not surprising. That's not surprising because they were talking about that yesterday, so that's not really surprising.
But I still got to do it. In a simple sentence, dear Pete Carroll,
you're fired. Pete Carroll, you're fired. They went against Kyler Murray or Trey Brissett, whoever played. You couldn't get interception on either one of those two.
Kurt Tuche's cousin. Tyler Shuck.
Well,
Ricky.
You guys have sent him in another laughing fit. Congratulations.
And I'll say it this way because I'm hurt myself. You went against Dak Prescott. Let's be honest. Dak Prescott is known to owe people some interceptions, and you couldn't get one off him either.
Matter of fact, he just got getting beat by the Giants. He got beat by the Giants.
Crushed by the Giants.
No, here's the one that should be the biggest indictment for the Jets. You went against Bryce Young.
And you couldn't pick him off.
You have a
matter of fact. I don't think
chance getting the answer right. Jameis Winston.
As a matter of fact, I know for a fact. I can't fathom it because
Princess, no.
Did Brock
It's because of this guy.
And it even one his fault that Brock Purdy threw a pick because it went through Chris McCaffrey's hands into the freaking defender.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me not even that could have got you a pick.
Right. What'd you say, Deets?
It's because your head coach is Aaron Glenn.
That's a graphic tomorrow.
Yep,
that's him right there.
That's a graphic. Hey,
Aaron
Glenn.
Deets. Now you got the wheels turning. That's a graphic tomorrow.
and I feel bad for Miss McCarthy because I know Miss McCarthy is like, you know what? I kind of wish for Zach Wilson back.
Right.
Now one interception. This one.
Not
Simpson overthrow. That's a pick.
They couldn't get a lucky interception. They couldn't get a lucky interception.
Not even a ricochet pick. Not just someone bounces in the air. A lineman puts his paw in the air, bounces in the air. Not even one. Not one.
You couldn't get a deflection. Wait. Ryan says none of you feel bad. Get out of here.
Mr. McCarthy.
Now,
Ryan,
say nugget of
trying to fathom the fact that you couldn't get a pick is another thing. It's like
I'm saying this, Ryan. I'm saying this with a 2.5-foot smile on my face. Now, what makes you think none of us feel bad about your Jets?
I'm gonna just say this: that high-stepping dance Aaron Glenn did during was a Tampa Bay game
against Tampa Bay.
That did not age well, did it?
I'm surprised y'all won 3 games and not having an interception.
Wait a minute. I have a very dear friend by the name of Jake Asman, who I love watching. He's a host on ESPN New York, and he has his own YouTube channel. There's a dance that he put together. There's a video montage of Aaron Glenn's dance up the sideline against Tampa Bay that he's begun the last 7 shows with. All 7 post-game shows he's begun with that. He's begun with that dance.
Can we have a moment of silence for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Oh,
they are the only team that I know who won and still couldn't get in the playoffs.
And still couldn't get in the playoffs.
The bad part with that is that, again, go back to the Jets. Baker Mayfield, who's known to cook up apple turnovers, and you still get off him either.
Yep.
How does that happen? No, I'm sorry, Mr. McCarthy. You know a nugget about how I feel when I'm the one getting punched around.
Did you say a nugget?
Well, I mean, the Jets deserve to get punched around the way they played this year.
Ain't that the
truth? Because their ownership loves to play Madden and they super sim everything and said, "Hey, this will work for our offense."
So
and our defense.
Now I have a question. Cincinnati Bengals. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Give me this button.
I need some clarity.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
What are we doing?
Wait. I got to do this, Playmaker. I got to do this. What Playmaker just basically asked Cincinnati is this:
what are we doing?
Okay, can you explain why you asked that question?
So I can see Raheem Morris getting fired.
Right.
I see Kevin Stefanski, who has been a 2-time coach of the year, by the way, get fired.
Don't ask us how that happened.
Well, y'all want to bring back Zach Taylor again?
Again, yes.
What more do you want from him? And by the way, since I brought up Zach Taylor, do me a favor. Shut your.
I'll say it for you. Yeah, I will say it for you. And Ryan at WQBZ, forgive me this once, but Playmaker, I'll do it for you. Give me this camera. Dear Zach Taylor, shut your bitch ass up. There.
How you gonna be mad because they stopped the game because Myles Garrett sacked your quarterback for the record?
He did it. He said it.
I sure did.
Oh my God!
And because they stopped the game to allow the Browns to celebrate. Well, if you didn't let Myles Garrett get the Joe Burrow, you don't have to worry about it.
Wait,
exactly.
What happened? Hold on. I missed this part.
The game. They stopped the game to celebrate Myles Garrett's
that I remember.
Myles Garrett's record. And Zach Taylor got a little
Did he sit in the corner
and pout?
Did he sit in the corner and pout?
Well, he should. He should have. He should have. Last time I checked, that game was played in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't have gave two you-know-whats about the sack record because it wasn't. If it was a home game in Cleveland, that's fine. Let the Cleveland fans celebrate. This game was played in Cincinnati.
This is where I disagree.
Cincinnati should have just said, "All right, he got the record. Let's move on."
This is where I disagree.
That's why I said at the beginning they should have just trolled him and ran the ball the entire game. Who cares?
But this is where I disagree. History is history. It don't matter where you're at.
Yeah.
History is history.
Look at what they do in baseball.
Right. When you break a record, that's a big deal, especially a record that has been there for 25 years. I don't care if you're in Chicago.
Yeah, but you can celebrate it at the next. You can celebrate it at the next stoppage of play. You can celebrate it when the other you don't let other teams celebrate on your home field.
Where it happens is where it happens.
Right.
Where it happens,
don't let Myles Garrett get the Joe Burrow.
Correct.
They've celebrated retirements in different stadiums.
I put it's the same way I feel when it comes to like unsportsmanlike conduct things. You don't want them to celebrate, don't let them score.
Do something about it.
Celebrate a record being broken, don't let them sack them.
Yeah,
let it happen
again.
Just a minute.
If I'm the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals and Myles Garrett sacks my quarterback, I'm going, all right, hurry up to the line of scrimmage and call the next play. And if the refs stop you, if I'm the head coach, I'm gonna be upset about that because this is my team, this is our team, this is our stadium. We're not doing this. I don't care about your history. You can celebrate your history whenever you want. But you're not doing it on our field.
Well,
you're not doing it on our field.
You don't care because it happened to you. Because if it was the other way around, you would be just as adamant.
Hold up.
Speaking of teams celebrating, there's a team on Saturday that took a big fat.
Hey, wait a minute. Can I make an L with my hand?
For some godforsaken reason.
L with my hand?
Yes.
I don't know what you're doing with your hand.
She's making an L. I can see it.
For some reason, that big fat L is in the playoffs.
Yep.
Let's find out why.
You don't got to ask Jay.
Welcome,
you don't
Jay.
ask Jay why. I can
morning, Jay.
explain why the Panthers are in the playoffs.
How you doing, Mr. Spivey?
What's up?
I have to begin with
what up, Jay?
I have to begin with the following statement that I saw on Discord.
And that is,
our year has come around, Panther Nation. We're going all the way. We're going all in.
Y'all must have me confused with a Panthers fan because I don't care in the least.
Hold Time out. Hold on. Time out. Shane, who do the Panthers play Saturday?
Rams.
I'll be
Jay,
blank.
take my crown.
The same
Take my
thing
crown.
happens on Saturday that happened last time.
Playmaker. All I'm gonna say is, I did not write this. I am reading.
I didn't write it.
What
I
was
didn't write it
written
either.
to me.
Well,
So
I want to ask Jay.
Let me ask Jay a question. Let me ask him a question first. And I've been wanting to ask this since the deed was officially done on Sunday. What's the vibe like around quote unquote Panther Nation? And I put quotes around it for a reason.
The people I follow on Facebook, a lot of them do root for them, and I think it's mostly a regional thing.
Yeah,
I don't think they really root for them. I think they're just there. But people are going nuts about this yesterday.
Yeah,
including a couple of certain people that we know.
Yes,
including
I understand you're one of 14 out of 32 teams that make it. I get that, and you're going to be at home on Saturday. I get that. But are you really excited about being 8-9? You lost the last 2 games, and you went in the back door having to have the Falcons beat the Saints.
The Falcons played spoiler for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Are you really that excited to win that sorry, pathetic, no account division that the NFC South is?
In
Are
one
you
word,
that excited to win?
In one word, Mr. Spivey, the answer is yes.
And wait, how? Let me put this in dog's language. How excited are the Panthers and their fans? And we got to come up with a nickname for them, like we did for the Bears and the Cowboys and a few others. How excited are the Panthers that they're in the playoffs? Yes.
You talking about the team itself or the fan base?
The fan base, especially.
That's the whole thing.
They're thrilled to death.
I mean, Snowman, you have to think about it. It's been a decade since they even been this far.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Which tells you what a joke the whole organization is a joke.
I mean,
what has David Tepper done since he's become owner? Nothing.
Thank you,
and
Victor.
I'm going to
Say it again.
At the time. What have they done since he became owner?
Nothing.
Now, granted, he's not. It doesn't appear to be the slime ball that Richardson was, but still, what has David Tepper done?
Nothing of note.
Ask your question.
Well, I just want to know, Jay, did you notice what I noticed at halftime of the Saints Falcons game?
Yeah, you did put that in the Facebook.
I saw that. I know where you're going.
The NFL ran a commercial that said NFL playoffs coming next week, and they showed clips from all these teams. So they show the Eagles, they show the Broncos, they show the Rams, they show all these teams.
And then they showed.
And in that clip, they show the Carolina Panthers, and this is at halftime.
Exactly.
The game is at halftime.
No, I'm not surprised.
Tell me
not
that
either.
wasn't rigged.
I'm not either, which leads to Dietz's theory.
It's not rigged, is what Dietz said earlier. What you said about the Georgia Bulldogs? you apply that to the Atlanta Falcons.
Boss.
Fair.
Boss, I think I got the name for the Carolina fan base.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yes. Let's hear it.
The Carolina Conehead Commission.
Okay.
I can work with that. Now, Jay, you sent me. Speaking of clips, Jay sent me a clip of a certain person who was a crook.
I was gonna say it's the idiotic.
You can go on with your story. I have a story to add to said person about what happened Saturday before last.
Okay,
with said person in my presence.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear this. But Jay sent me a text message containing a clip from Instagram about said person whose name shall not be mentioned.
Okay,
being excited. He was in the car and he was listening to the legendary Woody Durham.
West Durham.
West Durham. Thank you. Now
Woody's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thank you. I knew I was going to mess that up. West Durham calling Falcons Saints and
for Falcons Radio.
For Falcons Radio, for the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network. And he's over the moon excited about the Panthers potentially getting into the playoffs.
Right.
I played that clip for Jody, and we both died laughing.
I was gonna call it the idiotic parliament of Panther punditry.
I like that one.
I'm like, did anybody have any doubt that the Panthers was gonna get that they needed the Saints to beat Atlanta in Atlanta?
That's the problem. The Saints are like the Panthers. They'll have a great game, and what happens afterwards?
And Jay said it all the time.
What pushes him and others to believe you're the source, and I put that in quotes, the source for one team in the NFL? Do you think that many thousands of people are listening to him and what he thinks?
No. He looked into that believe job. Okay? I'll say it here and I'll say it proudly. He lucked into that.
But the reason why
you know why he lucked into that? Because nobody else
said anything.
Was covering the Carolina Panthers for that network.
Well,
it's whole homerish. He cares about the Panthers. Carolina, he really only cares about Carolina basketball. I don't think he really cares about Carolina football. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
He's all Tar Heel basketball.
All right, Jay.
And he said as such.
Now, Jay, talk to me about the AFC picture first before we get to the NFC.
What in particular would you like to know?
How you seeing the AFC playoffs going?
I think the best team is either the Broncos or the Patriots. I don't know if they're ready yet though, because they're both young and they both have young quarterbacks.
True. Bo Nix on one side and
I think the Bills are the best prepared, but I just don't think they have the weapons to win it all. They just don't have a receiver that you're scared of.
And they are going to a state where they struggle at the most.
And they might very well lose on they play Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
they might lose Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, dealing with Denver and New England, wouldn't the advantage come down to the coaching? Because Vrabel's been there before. He's won Super Bowls playing. Wouldn't that probably give New England the advantage?
Over him.
No, that would give Sean Payton the advantage.
Sean Payton's been there too.
He actually coached.
Sean Payton's been there too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the advantage to Denver is New England don't have a defensive front like Denver does. That defensive line in Denver cancels out a lot of things Denver does bad.
True.
Yeah.
True. And I got something before we go any further. I got something for Ryan in the chat. You know, I said I would debut something tomorrow.
Okay.
I lied.
Uh-oh.
The Jets went all in on this season.
That's incredible.
And big fat listen,
but no interceptions.
The Jets went in this year all in and laid a big fat dodo egg, especially when it comes to interceptions.
No interceptions.
And that's before. That also includes before Gardner was traded to the Colts.
Hold it. Time out.
I quit.
I
quit.
That smile sells the whole picture.
I
quit.
That big
like I said,
smile he's got.
The defense, the supposed Jets defense was upgraded, and we all know better.
Mm-hmm.
And they went all in this year to compete for Aaron Glenn.
No interceptions. I just don't understand.
I quit.
No interceptions? I just don't. Anyway. Let me get back on track. Okay, so Jay, you talked about
you told me that, and then I saw it last night on Scott Van Pelt when he reiterated what you told me yesterday. I didn't know that until you told me.
Mm-hmm.
When you told me that, and he reiterated it last night, I mean that's nearly impossible to do.
Thank you. You can't
How are you that bad on defense where you can't look up and get an interception?
Didn't we talk about this earlier, folks? You couldn't. The interception Saturday night by Seattle, incredible play, by the way, on a tip drill. And the Jets couldn't even get one of those.
Yeah. How about the one that TJ Watt had last night?
Yeah. And the Jets couldn't get one of those.
Not one in 17 games.
17 games. And Playmaker, pull your list back up of the quarterbacks the Jets faced this year. They faced Tua, turned the ball over twice.
You got Tua twice.
Drake May.
They had Drake May.
And Drake May made them look like a video game, so we ain't gonna.
You had Josh Allen the first. You had Josh Allen the first time, and you had
Mitchell Trubisky yesterday.
Thank you. And God help me when I say this name. You had Mitchell Trubisky.
Here's one that Jay will understand. You faced off against Bryce Young. And
again, y'all have me confused with the Panthers. Y'all have me confused with the Panthers fan.
But that's what I'm saying. We know that Bryce Young.
I live in North Carolina. I don't care about the Panthers.
The thing is that Bryce Young is known for picks. I don't even follow Panthers that much. I know Bryce Young will throw a game away on a pick. We've seen it done.
We've seen it done. I used to live in North Carolina.
Right.
You know, my family and I lived there for 2 years.
You could get a pick off him.
I can tell you on one hand how many Panther games we watched in the 2 years.
I never watch any unless they're on national TV.
In the 2 years we lived in North Carolina, we watched the same number of Panthers games as the Jets had interceptions this past year.
I'm the same way.
None. I mean,
when they played that Monday night game against the 49ers, and then this past Saturday in the game that was on ESPN, those are the only two games I watched the whole game. And you know this, no man. I don't watch single games on Sundays unless unless it's a Sunday night game.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Red Zone. That's all I watch on Sunday. I watch Red Zone all day on Sunday.
Well,
now people don't understand. A lot of my friends don't even know what Red Zone is and can't even understand the concept of it. That's all I watch is Red Zone.
That's what we do. Unless I'm either calling a Colts or a 49ers game.
But it just doesn't make sense.
I don't
care. I never watch the Panthers play unless they're on national TV.
And the Panthers coverage, Jay, you know this. We've talked about it several times off the air. The Panthers coverage thinks it's so wonderful when in fact elite. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. They think it's so elite when they cover the Panthers when in fact it blows chunks.
They're one of, if not the most irrelevant team in the NFL.
Correct.
People around here do not want to hear that, but it's true.
No one tells them that.
Speaking
for
of
a year and a half, one of my special guests on the show, and Jay's been with me when I hung out with him, was Mick Mixon, the former voice of the Panthers. Absolute gentleman. Loved him. You know why I loved having him on the show? He told it like it was.
Well, go ahead.
You know why people hate Jay being on this show? He tells it like it is.
That's why I'm no longer on other.
That's why you would never ever be a part of that network, and you're forever a part a one.
And I still have a great story about said person.
Go ahead.
So you said, Jay had a backup, had a story to couple the one.
Hold on. Playmaker got a question.
Don't let me get off the air without telling this story about what happened last Saturday.
Well, let's make this quickly and let's go to the NFC side. Speaking of the Panthers, the NFC side, the consensus is someone from the West will be representing that side.
I'd say being as how they're playing, it's got to be the Seahawks have to be the favorite.
Yeah, I will.
And if they're playing at home in the NFC Championship, it's going to be nearly impossible to beat them.
You can't beat Seattle in the playoffs.
And how ironic would it be for them to have to play the Super Bowl in Santa Clara?
I disagree with that.
Even though my favorite phrase
got
here,
fired, by the way.
Even though my favorite phrase is to be the champs, you must unseat the champs. Which is what my 49ers get a sliver of a chance to do.
They have no chance to win the playoffs.
Not as beat up as they are.
They are beat to pulp.
Then let me ask this backup question. Jay, you explain this better than I can, and I'm a fan and have been covering the 49ers for 20 years. How did they pull this off?
With Band-Aids, apparently. I mean, they have no business being as good as they are.
They have no business being in the playoffs.
No business being as good as they are.
And
They don't really. I know McCaffrey's great, but he is not a true running back. They desperately need a real running back. They need a receiver who can. They need a number one receiver badly.
When we lost,
Kittle's been hurt on and off all year. The defense has lost all their players.
And then we lost Trent Williams before Saturday night.
Yes, lost Trent Williams again.
But without Trent Williams, we couldn't run the football. And credit to that, I'll look in this camera and I'll say it. Credit to that Seattle defense. Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. They're really good.
They came after Purdy. Okay. Now, I'm saying this, even though I am going to be watching, I am going to be paying attention. Philadelphia, put us out of our misery so we can heal, please. Please.
Oh, you asking Cole McCain to put you out your misery?
I'm asking Cole McCain to put me. Listen. I'm asking Cole McCain to put us out of our misery. I'm asking Deb Whitkins to put us out of our misery. I'm asking every Eagle fan, including my friend Eric, and my second favorite NFC team, as I've said all the time, is the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, and we got to go to the link. Put us out of our misery, please.
It's obvious the way the Eagles played yesterday that they really preferred to play the Niners instead of the Packers.
Yes,
obviously.
It's very obvious, but just put us out of our misery. And I already texted Cool and I already texted Deb, joking around with them, saying, "Don't beat us too bad, but put us out of our misery, please." I don't care.
There's only one team that can stop the Seattle Seahawks,
and that team
if they want to get their goddamn act together.
And
there is another thing as well.
I think there's another team that can, assuming they could come down to Charlotte on Saturday afternoon and win.
We're talking about the same team.
The Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams.
I think there's another. I think there's another.
These didn't get his rent that he wanted. But if Saturday happens the same way it happened last time, he's gonna get his rent.
Wait, so what do you say? What'd you say, Jen?
I think there's another team that we're forgetting as well.
Who's that?
You know how in baseball that HoloLive brought luck to the Dodgers?
Yes.
It looks like the same thing's happening in football, but this time it's the Denver Broncos and Uma Musume.
Oh God!
Every time the Broncos win, Uma Musume fans make edits online.
I want you to hold that for tomorrow. That's in the
AFC. If Seattle's gonna meet them, it's gonna be in the Super Bowl. So.
Right. And I have to say, I don't root for anybody. I don't root for anybody as a reporter. Y'all don't know. But
yes.
I am sort of halfway rooting for the Broncos because one of their cornerbacks played for a school, is from Winston-Salem, which is where I'm from, and went to the high school, which is what I covered. Jaquan McMillan, the kid who intercepted it, ran it back for a touchdown. He's from here, and I know him pretty well, so I'm rooting for him.
Okay,
I'm looking at the Jaguars on the AFC. I want to see what they do this
to close the shop.
The Jaguars. I'm looking at the Jaguars. They're playing good
football. I'm on Team Broncos just because I want to see more people cosplaying Goldship going to watch the Bronco matches.
You know what?
There are people doing that.
You know what, Jen? I'm gonna mess with you and get ready for tomorrow. You mean people are cosplaying as this?
Yep, they do.
There's a story that Jay needs. There's a story that Jay needs to tell before we close up shop, and I can't wait to hear this. And this is after I sent him. This is after he sent me, I should say, the story that he sent me about said person. Jay, it's all yours.
Oh boy.
All right, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday after Christmas, the 27th.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm covering a high school basketball tournament here in town.
Mm-hmm.
Said person was supposed to be there to cover the whole thing from what I was on his little radio network.
Okay. His little radio network.
I get there and I'm sitting next to it. There's a little table where the two press members, myself and one other guy, were sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Now we both know him very well, and he goes, my friend who was sitting next to me says, said person's supposed to be here, but I don't know where he is. He looked at his phone, and apparently he got a message from said person thinking the tournament was in another high school.
What?
Which is a good at least 10 minutes away, if not 15 minutes away.
Wait, what?
No.
So said person finally arrives at the end of the game before the game that I was covering. Now it was done. We're sitting at a table on the baseline, right behind the baseline.
Yes.
Said person comes up, stands literally in front of me, as if I'm supposed to move, because he laid his laptop bag on the desk right where my notebook was.
Okay.
My legal pad was. Said person literally as if I'm supposed to get up out of my seat and let him sit where my seat is. And I was not budging because I had asked the tournament director 2 weeks beforehand at the tournament luncheon, at the pairings luncheon, if we could have a press table. Now, said person was not even at this luncheon.
Oh, Lord.
You know what?
And said person gets up, talks to the city county athletic director, and that person, she gives him another table at the other end of the gym because he pouted and whined. It was obvious he thought I shouldn't have been there. I'm an actual member of the media.
Yes, you are. Yes.
He wanted me to get out. He didn't ask me to, but the fact he laid his laptop bag on the table right in front of me and stood in front of me so I couldn't even see the game being played led me to believe that he wanted me to get out of my seat and thought that seat was his.
He pulled the UNC and made a wine and cheese crowd of one.
There were only 2 seats there, myself and my friend Mark.
Yes.
And he thought I was supposed to get out of my seat because he doesn't believe I'm a legitimate member of the media, which I have been a legitimate member of the media now for 36. No, wait a minute.
36 or 37?
35 and a half years now.
35. Yep. Let me add this, and I know I've told this part of the story. When said person brought Jay and I together, I was inclined to think that it was supposed to be only for a finite number of episodes. Yeah, it kind of pissed him off that almost 4 years later, I beg your pardon, we're still doing this thing. And Jay, I want you to tell me privately what tournament that is, because Old Snowman's getting a wicked idea.
Yes, I'll be happy to.
Look at the guy said that you can't talk about baseball.
I need Jay to send me the information on that tournament because Old Snowman's got a wicked idea.
How do you not know where Jim? How do you not know where whose school is?
Yeah, that's the question I ask. Like when let me jump in right quick, Snowman. When Snowman and I do games, we find out all the major details. He gets all the depth charts, the lineups. He knows where the venue is, what time we need to be there, all that.
Well, I don't normally mind sitting in the bleachers of the gym. I don't mind that one bit. But for a tournament, the tournament was held at a high school. Now the gym's fairly large, but it's not that big.
Right.
So I asked the athletic director of the school who was at the tournament pairings luncheon that day a couple weeks ago. I said, are you going to have a press table for those of us who are going to be there? I said, I'm probably going to be there all 3 days. He said, I will definitely have a table. You'll have a seat there.
Right. But
there were only 2 members of the print media there, myself and one other person from the West Sound Journal. And then he gets up there. He clearly didn't know where the tournament was. He went to another school 15 minutes away.
You know
that's
where
the first
it is.
thing. He's
you
late.
Made your point. You made your point to know where this is going to be held. Correct?
Everybody was invited to this luncheon who was a member of the media, but where was he the day at the luncheon? He could have come just like I did.
You know, Victor has done tournaments with me. We did the City Suburban Showdown for what, 8 years?
8 years.
We did the City Suburban Showdown for 8 years. One of the first things I find out is the venue.
Yeah,
especially
that's like maybe the most important thing.
That's
especially
one.
And then you make arrangements with the director, and that's why I asked the director if we could have a table, and he said, "Yeah, we'll definitely have a table."
And one of the people that put on the City Suburban Showdown was the legendary Dave Kaplan, who is now a radio host at ESPN. And Dave made sure to talk to my crew and me to assure that we have a seat at the press table, which later became the broadcast table, because we were one of the only outlets broadcasting the doggone thing.
So
it especially came to fruition in 2005 when it was scheduled to be at Northwestern University, but because of the popularity of one of the schools that we're covering, and given the fact that we were covering in the state number 3, which is Brother Rice, versus number 1, which is St. Joseph's, they had to move it from Walsh Ryan Arena to the UIC Pavilion.
Yep.
I made a call that day. I didn't get a hold of Dave live that day, the day that they made the announcement. Not only did Dave get back to me, Victor just happened to be in tow. He confirmed it and guaranteed our seats at the table.
But what that says to me is that this individual just automatically assumed that he would have a spot because, he's him.
He's supposedly a part of the media,
right?
And believe me,
and so he doesn't have to confirm it.
I'll call.
You should never assume anything. Never.
You shouldn't. You're right. You shouldn't.
That's why he should have been at the luncheon that day, like the other guy and I were.
You're absolutely right.
I'll call him out. Tobacco Road Sports Radio is.
I don't care who you are. You don't stand in front of somebody in the working media covering the game.
Right.
You don't stand in front of there acting like I'm supposed to move for you.
Like a petulant.
I'm not bowing to you, dude. I'm not bowing to you.
When I worked for,
and he never apologized or even said a word to me.
When I worked with this guy, and we were covering. It was 2020, and we were covering Blue Chip Saturday basketball. He begged me, listen to me carefully, folks. He begged me to be a part of the announce crew. I mean it. He begged me for it. Because apparently me sounding professional and knowing what the hell I'm doing got to him.
Shocker.
Very much a shocker. He heard me call the first game. He heard me call because what he would do, I would get on site, and I know we got to get out of here in a little bit. I would get on site. Jody would come with me, and it wasn't even him that got me set up. It was the staff at the school that got me set up. That's the strange part. All he supplied was the equipment. I strapped on the headset, grabbed my rosters, and took care of business. He sent me a glowing message, basically blowing smoke up my rear end about how great I call a game. And yet I asked for a larger role. And Jay, I don't have to tell you the end of that story because you know how it went.
Hard to blow smoke when it's the truth, boss.
Listen, Victor has worked with, like I said, Victor has worked with me for many years. The late, great Alvin Washington, who was my original broadcast partner, they ask me all the time, how do you keep this pace going? It's preparation.
And exactly. Be prepared. It's one thing you rammed into my head
and
when I started.
Something I'm getting rammed back into my head with all my health problems. Hopefully this year going away. It's something I'm getting rammed back into my head. Speaking of which, tonight, FCS championship called the old school way with yours truly. Pregame 7, kickoff 7:30. Illinois State and Montana.
Don't forget there's football tonight. Got college football tonight.
FCS national championship, and I'm on the call for it. My rosters are ready, my lineups are ready, and everything. But Jay and I can vouch dealing with this person, being around this person, and Lord, I will tell y'all right now, you don't want to hear this person call a football game.
Well, again, I don't normally have a feeling one way or the other, but don't piss me off by standing in front of me thinking I'm supposed to move out of what you thought it was your seat.
And see,
sorry, dude, that is not your seat.
And see, exactly. he should have been escorted out at that point because you're disrupting the flow of the event.
I mean, I had a legal pad in front of me, clearly taking notes. I'm clearly working. And you sit there and stand in front of me where I can't even see the game.
You're obstructing. He's obstructing your ability to do your job.
He's obstructing your view to see the game. He's obstructing your ability to do your job.
I guess he thinks his stuff doesn't stink.
He doesn't. He does. Obviously, does.
We'll leave with this. I heard him call when I lived in North Carolina. I heard him call a football game, if you want to call it that.
Oh boy.
To say I was not impressed would be a horrible understatement. And we'll leave it there. Jay Spivey joins us as he does every single Monday for some Spivey Notes. This segment is going to get a bit of a rebrand. It'll take a couple weeks, but we're going to get it done. Jay, thanks for coming on, buddy. Appreciate you, partner.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks,
Later,
Jay.
Jay.
Zero picks.
Give you a bonus note. When said person put Mick Mixon, the fabulous voice of the Panthers, in his retirement season, he thought Mick and I were only going to be together for like 8 to 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out 2.5 years, to the point where Mick Mixon said, and I quote, "Whoever takes my spot as the voice of the Carolina Panthers needs to be on your show, and I will try to make it so." This is an appointment they need to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mick Mixon, for that. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, the greatest of all, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. Don't look at me like that, Shane. Shut up. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Montana's better than Brady. We're out. See you tomorrow.
Hey!
No.
My final 3 words are these about the last statement I just said. Find the lie.
No interception.